Well, the news grabbed headlines on Monday, and we probably won't hear the end of it for about 9 months. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, is pregnant, and she's already been hospitalized with complications.
Yeah, she has a condition I don't want, and I definitely can't pronounce. So in today's edition of Doc Hollywood, we sat down with Dr. Ideker. She's a family medicine physician at HealthPartners Clinics to talk about that and some other popular health headlines. Take a look. Dr. Ideker is here with me today. Hi, Dr. Ideker.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Madonna talked Justin Timberlake into taking vitamin B12 injections to help boost his energy. She swears by it, and some weight loss programs also encourage vitamin B12 injections. They say extra energy might help boost your weight loss. Is there any truth to this? What do you think?
If you have a medical diagnosis of vitamin B12 deficiency, then I think it might be helpful. And in fact, B12 deficiency actually can be quite serious. It can cause anemia.
Wow.
Or not enough red blood cells being produced. And so in that setting, certainly vitamin B supplementation would be beneficial. For the other things you mentioned, I'm not so sure because your body will actually naturally excrete whatever extra vitamin B12 is around, so I'm not even sure it would be worthwhile.
This story is really interesting, also a little bit sad. There are two brothers who are said to be aging backwards. You remember the movie Benjamin Buttons with Brad Pitt? The brothers are 39 and 41, and as recently as 6 years ago, they had jobs, but now they act and play like 6-year-old children. This has to be kind of uncommon, isn't it, doctor?
It's actually very rare. Well, what the brothers have is a neurodegenerative disease called leukodystrophy. And what that is a disorder of the protective coating around the nerve fibers in the brain and central nervous system. And what results is a loss of cognition, ability to reason, ability to move, lack of coordination. Unfortunately, there is no cure for any one of these disorders.
And of course, Dr. Ideker, the biggest story in terms of celebrity health, Kate Middleton expecting a baby. Unfortunately, she had to be hospitalized. I think the news got out a little bit early because of that. Can you tell us what she's dealing with?
Well, I believe that what Kate is experiencing is a condition called hyperemesis gravidarum, which is like morning sickness times 10. There is excessive vomiting to the point sometimes even of dehydration.
Wow.
Oftentimes patients who suffer from this need hospitalization for intravenous fluids to give them back the fluids that they're losing through all of that vomiting. Fortunately, it usually doesn't harm the baby, and it usually doesn't harm the mother either, although it does make her feel pretty miserable.
So she needs to stay hydrated. She also, I'm assuming, just like any other pregnant women, needs to continue to gain weight.
Right.
A lot of women who are pregnant kind of struggle with how much is too much. Can I exercise? Is exercise important during pregnancy?
Well, typically, yes. The one caveat would be if you have a condition related to your pregnancy that would make exercise unsafe, then you would certainly want the advice of your doctor before you pursued that. But generally speaking, exercise is very important during pregnancy.
Okay, and speaking of exercise, I heard that you did something that I never planned to do. That is running the Twin Cities Marathon earlier this year. Any advice for anybody who might want to get into marathon running?
I would say start low and go slow and work your way into it. But I enjoyed my marathon experience here in the Twin Cities greatly, and I plan to do another one.
That's great. I'm going to still work on the low and slow process. Sound good?
That works too.
Thanks so much, Dr. Ideker.
You're welcome.
Low and slow. Let's not get too crazy with the marathon for me. Let's just go low and slow.
Slow for sure.
Slow and low. Yes, you can head to TwinCitiesLive.com to vote for next week's Doc Hollywood topic. Just click on Only on TCL. Thanks, of course, to HealthPartners Clinics and Regents Hospital for sponsoring the show. And remember to check with your physician if you have a health concern. And I know you mentioned that you think we'll be hearing about Kate Middleton's pregnancy for the next 9 months.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be hearing about that baby until the end of time.
No
until
question
long
about it.
after you and I are both gone, my friend.
That's right. What did you say, third to the throne, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
All right.